Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new, do hit the subscribe button as well as the bell. So anytime any new content is uploaded, you'll be the first to check it out. And without further ado, let's dig into some extreme heat, y'all. And I'm talking hot. Let's do this. Before we begin, 3 countries with the hottest temperatures ever recorded. Okay, let's check it out, you guys.
Number 3, Klee, Tunisia. Another desert town also boasting similar numbers, Klee has also recorded a high temperature of 131 Fahrenheit
That
and
is
daily
hot,
high
guys.
temperature averages of 106 Fahrenheit.
Wow, Klee.
Number 2, Azizia, Libya. Formerly the hottest place on Earth, recording a temperature of 136.4 Fahrenheit in 1922, it was stripped of this title in 2012 due to a variety of factors, including the inexperience of the person who recorded it. It's a hot place though, with midsummer temperatures regularly topping the 118 degree
Yeah, that's still hot enough. They don't have to strip it of any titles. That's hot enough.
And at number 1, Death Valley, California.
Yeah, definitely.
The driest place in the USA is also the hottest. In 1913, it recorded a temperature of 134 degrees Fahrenheit and has averaged daily highs of 116 degrees in midsummer, meaning that whoever named it Death Valley knew what he was doing.
That's that other type of weather. As I say, let's go. Okay,
no place
we're on.
on the
Okay,
planet
we're
is more
arriving, you
than
guys.
JAHAR in central
Kuwait.
Today's gonna be what, 52, 53 for the air temperature. During the summertime, Kuwait is one of the harshest and most inhospitable environments on Earth.
Okay, we're in Kuwait,
and that's
you guys.
exactly why I wanted to visit on the hottest day of the year.
Ooh.
I'm so curious as to how people can survive in temperatures that are currently 55 degrees Celsius or 133 degrees Fahrenheit. Wish me luck.
People survive and live in that. 130. Jesus. That's hot.
Take me around his country in the blistering hot sunshine. We were joined by another friend, Shovra, who helped document our journey into the unknown. Hot. I feel like I'm just walking in a sauna right now. How do you survive?
Yeah, you guys, I'm imagining that's that heat where, you know, as soon as you step outside, it's like that kind of like takes your breath away heat. And I've never ever been in temperatures anywhere near as hot as that. But I'm just like 134 degrees. That's hot. Okay, back to it.
The summer's here.
By living indoors with AC.
Have you ever had stroke or extreme dehydration?
It happens with one of his colleagues that he fall down because of very high temperature and he's
okay, what is he, a model or something?
Look at this.
Sweat, okay.
Man.
There is a law in Kuwait that laborers are not allowed to work from 11 o'clock until 3 o'clock.
It's just that hot, you guys.
He's saying, yes, he knows that it's too hot, but he thinks that only this farm.
No, all of Kuwait.
All of Kuwait.
Okay, thank you.
He
The only
said it's
reason
hot,
I came
but
to
he just
Kuwait
deals
on
with
this
it.
trip is to find out how people are living in the world's hottest city. It's 54 degrees outside. How do you live here?
He says we grow up like that, and as you see, he's drinking a hot coffee or a hot tea now because it's like a normal thing.
Wow.
Yeah, it's normal.
Do you complain about the weather?
So he still complain about it because it's hot.
Since there is literally nothing to do outside.
I'm imagining it's air conditioned, but just still, like, just knowing how hot it is outside, I would always have to have like a cup of ice. You know what I mean? I'd be one of those people that chew on ice, suck on ice all the time. Like, that's just, yeah. I think I would take coffee out of my diet. Okay, back to it.
Right now, we are heading south into the middle of the desert.
We're still in
Many
Kuwait,
people,
you guys.
including
JAHAR.
myself, have no idea what exists in Kuwait outside of the urban city life and skyscrapers. And my curiosity is driving me to the countryside. Our only mission right now is to find a place to sleep outside in the desert.
Okay, he wants that real authentic experience. Looks like.
I don't even know where we're sleeping tonight. We'll figure it out. We arrived somewhere. I have no idea where we are, actually.
What an
Somewhere
adventure.
in Kuwait. There's a chef that made us some food. It smells like Indian food. Wow, look at this.
Indian food is delish.
Oh my god.
Okay, they laying it out for them.
That's enough for like 10 people. This is a delicious lentil soup here. Mark,
Okay.
thank you so much. Thank you.
Indian cuisine, yum.
Put it in the soup. What are these, like onions? Yeah, man. Hot and spicy. I haven't had Indian
hot and
food
spicy
in months. I don't know why. Oh my god, it's fantastic.
So we're getting the whole experience, you
Just what I
guys.
needed in
Like,
my
we're
life
not
right
only
now.
are we in
You
the
don't call
hottest,
this Kuwaiti food,
one of the
like,
hottest
this is
places,
Indian food.
Kuwait, but we're experiencing like
Yeah.
what it's like, what the people that
But we're
actually
in
live
Kuwait,
in it.
though. What a lovely treat. This is absolutely
Looks good.
amazing.
I'm just
and
mad
totally
this is not,
unexpected.
like-
Right now is the hottest time in Kuwait. And I'm absolutely crazy
Smell
for
of
coming to
it.
Kuwait at this time. That's what he's saying. Kuwait is so small, and it's cool to me that we're visiting a place in Kuwait that you've never been. Like
Wow.
the middle of nowhere, Kuwait. This is cool.
That's the temperature device.
Yeah, he's really
Gives you the
adventurous
temperature
because
of
he's
the
out in the
thing that you are
countryside.
pointing
Okay, they got a
on.
temperature
Like, this is
reader.
35.3. It's the sand temperature at night.
95.5.
Car temperature, it's 43.
109 degrees and
What
it's
about the
nighttime.
The daytime it should be
So that's
70
cool to
for
them.
the metal. Yeah, if it's the sand would be 50. So the metal would be 70, 75.
We're looking
So the
for
metal-
this camp that we're supposed to sleep
The
in.
car
but it's
metal
too
would
late.
be
The
like
guy's not
100,
answering.
it said
I'm already
167 or
sweating
something like
'cause
that.
it's
You guys have to
humid.
wind
I
it
don't know
back.
why it's humid. It shouldn't be humid in the desert. Desert's supposed to be just hot.
He said it's hot and humid, which is weird. Yeah.
People that I never met before, I never contacted before.
You think it'll be okay?
Yes, it will
So
be
they're
okay.
still looking for a
Because
place
all
to
the people
sleep
in the desert, they are welcoming
in the
everyone. That's part
countryside
of our
or the
culture.
desert side, I should say.
I don't think that place can fit 4 people. It
Oh,
really
wait, my
shows
back
the
grill
hospitality
now.
of the Kuwaiti people. They're so welcoming. It's literally 1 in the morning. We knocked on the freaking door of this guy's bed. He was middle of sleeping. He woke up. He's like, "What's going on?" And now, 5 minutes later, he's making us a bed. In
Wow.
general, there's no danger here in Kuwait. I mean, in the desert. It's about 1 in the morning right now, and I'm like literally dying in this. So how do you sleep outside? It's not too hot.
He works here. One from Sudan and one from India. He works here. He all sleep outside.
It's too hot.
Yeah, that's that. So hot. I would have to have like a tank top, flip flops, a guy, maybe he's wearing like a wife beater. So, like, it's so hot, but I'm sure they know, like, when it's really, really hot, sometimes you have to protect your skin and wear long clothing. And oh my God. Wow. So he's serving them. They're very hospitable. He's giving them hot coffee.
This is not something I would crave. You know,
Hot
back
coffee,
home
and
they
it's
would give you
hot
like
outside.
ice cold drinks. Oh yes, lemonade.
Not even an iced
hot
latte.
Coffee.
So he's drinking hot coffee.
Strong. Is this Arabic coffee? It's very strong. I don't know how I'm gonna fall asleep tonight.
Wow.
You drink this like before bed? Nice to meet you, man. Thank you so much.
He's about to say 4.
I remembered my
Give me his
name.
hot coffee.
I like this guy.
Oh.
Oh yeah. A sugary Arabic tea. That's some good
Sounds
right
good.
there. I cannot tell you how freaking hot it is here. Like,
I believe
it's
it.
almost 2 in the morning and just
I
dripping in
believe
sweat.
it. No air conditioning. They're just out there.
Good night, guys. See you in the
Sleeping
morning.
on the sand.
I don't even know if I could fall asleep with that coffee in my body and the heat. I'm just thinking about like polar plunges.
Oh my. Oh.
I'm taking it off.
That was
Yeah, I put you
random.
in this situation.
Too hot to sleep
Oh
in.
man. Whew. I'm taking this thing off. It's
I
too
can
hot.
imagine. It's hot. It's hot. I can imagine.
Bro,
Okay,
what's
made
up?
it through the night.
You're awake.
Looks so peaceful, calm.
Holy crap.
Bad, to be honest.
Oh, look at the camels guy.
Did you sleep at all?
That guy's just out there. Packed up his stuff.
Today's gonna be what, 52, 53?
Around that.
127 degrees. I can't.
Temperature or
When you even start talking in the 90s, that to me is just,
Insane.
I can't even, that's hot. Like 127 degrees. Okay, we're on to the next adventure, you guys.
It's unbearably hot, uncomfortably bumpy. Welcome to the Ethiopian Desert. To one of the harshest, most inhospitable places imaginable. Anything
Wow.
or anyone survives out here is beyond me. It's just so hot, at times it's hard to breathe. For a soft westerner like me, I reckon I'd be lucky to last a day on my own.
I know that's
On a
right.
hot day, the temperature soars to 60 degrees. 50 believe it or
60
not,
Celsius,
is about average this
I guess
time
that
of year,
translates
and
to
they
what,
call that a fine day. You can
30,
see why the
140
Afar
degrees or something?
are
That's
regarded
hot.
as the greatest
Fahrenheit,
survivors.
that's Celsius.
No other people live in such constant extreme heat anywhere on Earth.
The Kamsing winds, when
Fascinating.
they hit, it's like, you know, it's burning the whole face, it's
I know
burning
that's
everything.
right.
It's like a furnace.
It is, it's like a furnace, yes.
So what's cold to you?
30's okay, but below 30 is horrible.
So, you guys, she said below 30. So she's talking about Celsius. So 30 degrees Celsius is about, I guess, about 90 something degrees Fahrenheit. So she's saying below 30 for her is just unbearable. That's too cold. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. Okay.
There's one thing that strikes you about the Afar. For all their struggle to survive out here, they remain a happy, proud race of people.
Okay, the heat's not holding them
Death
back.
Valley.
All right, you guys, to the next adventure. We're in Death Valley now. Death Valley, California.
130 degrees.
Could be one of the hottest days ever recorded on Earth.
Located in the northern Mojave Desert. So why would we possibly
trying to move this
want to go
bubble
there?
out of the
Exposing
way,
ourselves
guys.
to the hottest climate on the planet seemed like an almost
Death Valley.
otherworldly and once-in-a-lifetime experience. We have decided to drive out to Death Valley with our adventurous friend Connor and our rescue team and see how long
very
we can
adventurous.
possibly last in the heat. This part of Death Valley
Is
is
it
the
100
Badwater Basin. We'll be dropped off.
Did you guys see, that was just a quick flash, and I guess we're going to get into the adventure with them. But did you guys see what the car, what the thermometer read on the car? It said 133 degrees. Okay, that's hot. All right, let's back.
See you guys.
Sounds good. Hopefully.
Okay. Let the adventure begin.
Voluntarily.
Death Valley.
Oh, shit. I think I'm in a bit of trouble because the radios are not working as well as we hoped to.
Oh, wow.
Grab some toilet roll.
I think this is about to be the most difficult thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
Look, we're to go out here and find Amar.
Guys, so clearly they just did this for the sake of, like, you know, their channel. But in real life, to do something like this would be so dangerous. It's called Death Valley for a reason. The stuff is so extreme and so hot and so vast. It's easy to get lost. It's easy to have sunstroke. It's easy for your electronic equipment to overheat and stop working. Like, it's for real. But I just wanted to say that. All right, back to it.
Wow, this is really heavy.
Car just shut off.
Did the battery just run out?
But
Yeah.
it's still hot.
See you guys later.
So they're doing their thing. They're 2 miles apart.
I'm in the middle of nowhere in Death Valley.
Wow. He said he's trying to find his friends, which is none to play with. They got me, guys, drinking water over here.
Absolutely the hottest I've ever experienced. I'm from Egypt.
I'm feeling
I
the
know
heat.
what hot is.
I'm definitely the first out of my entire lineage to ever
They're making me
experience heat
thirsty.
like this.
Me too. Off-putting is how hot the wind is. Like, the wind actually makes this worse. Like, it doesn't cool you, it makes you hotter.
Wow. Yeah, that's hot, where it just feels like a heater, like a furnace, or like a...
Entirely dry.
Also, it's like putting me on edge that only, like, broken radio signals are coming in, like nothing that we can understand. They promised me it wouldn't be rocky
that's
or there'd
scary.
be no bushes for snakes or scorpions to be in. And look at this. All I see is rocks and bushes.
I don't think they knew what the terrain really was.
They're meant to be the rescue team. They're meant to have done research.
And I feel like I'm
You guys, so what they just said was that it's so hot, they don't even have to worry about scorpions or snakes, because, like, it's just that hot. Like, the snakes and the scorpions are no fools. Like, they're like, we ain't no fools. It's too hot out there in Death Valley, and they don't even, like, so it's really no life-ish, you know, out there. It's just, it's hot.
dripping. Holy shit. Let's find Amar as soon as possible.
It looks hot.
Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me?
Hey Amar, can you hear us?
That's hot.
It's getting hotter, isn't it?
It is getting hotter.
Like by the minute, I feel like it's going
There's
up.
still
All
more.
the equipment is overheating. The GoPros are overheating. The batteries.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it.
This
just checked the
vastness
thermometer. The
of
thermometer maxes
desert.
out at 125 Fahrenheit, and it's already up to the max. So I assume it's a little more than that. And it's not even the peak heat yet.
I saw a rock here a second ago, and then it disappeared.
What do you mean you saw a rocket that disappeared?
Like in my mind, I thought there was a rock with shade, and then I
Okay,
blinked
so
and it was
he's so
gone.
hot, he's delusional. He thinks he sees rocks with
He's
shade.
losing his mind. This is by far the toughest thing I've ever had to do. Yeah, this is absolutely harder.
Hot.
Whoa! Oh, you know what I just remembered?
Oh God, we do have
Yeah,
shade.
you have to be careful. 1 minute you could be okay, next minute fall out from
God.
heat stroke, or
It feels so good.
literally your
I was, like,
your
getting
brain
close
is
to needing to,
baking
like,
in the sun.
give up.
Like,
This
yeah,
shade
be
just
careful.
gave me like another boost. Whip that thing out.
They just remembered they had umbrellas.
Are you crying right now?
A little bit. I've never liked an umbrella so much.
Yeah.
Today, I'll
That's
do the windpuff thing 10
funny.
times
He's so
a day.
happy he's crying that they have umbrellas. That's hot.
It's a
Look
lot
at
better
them.
together.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
All right.
Dream team.
Good. So they found each other. They're all together again.
Okay. Holy shit.
Back to the car for water.
It's the most difficult thing I've ever done.
Wow.
It's the greatest feeling I've ever felt with this ice water. Thank God for the best rescue team on the planet.
Oh, you're goddamn right.
It's gonna be brutal. It's still like 100.
So they stayed the
18
night,
degrees
you
or something.
guys. What did the?
We're
I
gonna go
didn't
set
even
up
get
a
to see
tent
what the car said,
somewhere
but
where
I
we
bet it was
legally
up
figured
there.
out that we're allowed to.
Connor's farting, dude. We can't do this in the tent.
So they literally have spent the whole day out there.
Bye, guys.
Death
Good luck.
Valley. That's insane. They're camping out. And it's still hot.
Oh, it's the cola, baby.
Dude, you fucking waited.
My tent.
He just ripped.
The
loudest fart
I've
in the
ever
tent.
heard. You've been voted out of the tent.
All right.
But
We'll
he
see you
definitely
in
get
the
voted
morning
out
at
the
5 a.m. where our rescue team is gonna do our final pickup.
There's a rescue team.
We slept through and we did it.
We made it.
It was good. This was good. And something hard.
Made it through the night. It's still 106 degrees. That's when it's
Hello
cool.
everyone, Ruhi Chenet here. We set out
Okay.
towards the hottest spot
We
on
got
the
one
planet,
more.
the LUT Desert, which is mostly
One more,
inaccessible
he's taking
due
us
to
to the
scorching
LUT
temperatures
Desert.
beyond human endurance and the lack of resources
Traveling
like
one
water.
more
The world's
place,
hottest
guys.
land surface was in the LUT
going to
Desert, where
Iran.
temperatures reached
The LUT
70.7 degrees Celsius or 159.3 degrees Fahrenheit in 2005.
Jeez.
Located in the southeast of Iran, the 70.7 degrees Celsius is measured from space. NASA has measured
Wow.
surface temperatures there for several years and has repeatedly seen record numbers.
is
In this
crazy.
hell where the planet is cooked by the sun, we will shoot images that we have never seen before. Our first stop is Shahda, the last town
Okay,
on our way,
so-
built in an oasis in the west of the desert. Here, life is normal thanks to the high altitude.
So if you guys saw that or not, I think he said something about like it hit a record of like 159 degrees. It's been recorded as before, the LUT Desert, so that's extremely hot. That's very hot, y'all. Okay, back to it.
Now the temperature is about
Jeez.
37 degrees Celsius here. Now we have hundreds
So
of
he already
kilometers
has
to go,
his,
and the temperatures
thermometer
will get
out.
even higher. Before entering the desert, we see the hundreds of years old Shafi Abad Caravanserai, which is now in ruins.
In desert, while the weather is
I don't
so
know what
hot,
he just
we
said,
find some
but-
water and put our scarf or shema in the water. National air condition.
Oh yeah.
And put
Now
it
that's
on our
hot.
head
They gotta
to
put the
reduce
wet rag,
temperature.
wet towel
In order to
over or
move
whatever,
forward in the
just
desert,
to,
we lower the
it's
pressure
probably
of the
dry in
tires
like
of the car.
seconds. That's hot.
They shouldn't burst under rough terrain conditions. We're just at the
He said they have to
beginning of
let
road.
the
Let's
air
measure
out of
soil
the tires
temperature here.
some. I guess so it
63.7
won't break
degrees
under
Celsius,
pressure or something.
146.6 degrees
So
Fahrenheit.
hot.
I don't know what will happen in a few hundred kilometers. You see now that the shadow
146
is
degrees.
45 degrees Celsius.
You
or
see he's wearing
113
gloves,
degrees
right, you
Fahrenheit.
guys?
We're still early in the day.
It's hot.
After a difficult 2-hour journey into the heart of the desert, we finally approached the central point. This place has one of the lowest altitudes in the LUT Desert and is the second hottest spot. After this point, if we are going to stay outside for more than 2 minutes, no part of our body should be exposed, including our hands. The first thing we
If
did
you're
as
gonna
soon as
stay
we
out
got out
longer,
of
what
the
do you say,
vehicle
2
at
minutes,
around
5
12
minutes?
was to measure the
You
temperature
cannot
of
leave
the
your
ground.
body
Our
exposed.
infrared
You
thermometer showed
burn.
66.9 degrees Celsius, 66.3 degrees
Wow.
Celsius, 68.2 degrees Celsius.
That's baking
After
temperature.
only 2 minutes of
That's
laser
like literally
thermometer
put some in the
measurement, the
oven,
device gives an
cookies,
error due to
pastries
high
to
temperature.
bake.
Our immersion thermometer,
On
on the
low.
other hand, shows 69.6 degrees Celsius. Our guide worried that we might get stuck in the sand and quickly got out of the vehicle.
I'm gonna pass these dunes and then I pick you up there because the car should be lighter.
Wow. Too
As
hot
we
to
move
leave
towards
car
the center
parked.
of the desert,
So as you guys can see, like these are like real concerns. Like the car could overheat, the engine could like fail them. Like, you know, they ain't playing. Okay.
conditions are getting tougher. There are clouds out there which we have not seen anywhere before.
We need to be very careful near the sand because we got stuck immediately. Should be very careful and drive very
He's giving
good.
him a heads up, a warning, like
It's very hard to
it's
breathe
hot.
here. I'm actually very thirsty. As you see,
He
the
says
red
it's
line
hard
of the
to breathe and
thermometer
he's really
stuck to the
thirsty.
top. It's not moving. Can't measure. It shows that it exceeds 50 degrees Celsius or 122 degrees Fahrenheit. We also have
Wow,
a
it
laser
exceeds
thermometer
too
here.
hot to
It
read
no longer
temperature.
works at all, giving an error message. This is an immersion
He says so
thermometer. There's a
it's
temperature
past
of 52 degrees
122
Celsius
degrees,
or
like
125.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Here.
125.
Our guide says we will go
Wow.
further, but even this geography does not allow us to breathe.
Air
After
conditioning
opening
in
the
car
window,
is
it is
broken.
like
Are you kidding
hair
me?
dryer machine. It's
Are you
really
kidding me?
unbelievable. The floor is like a pan on a stove. The ambience is like an oven.
You guys, we just saw what the temperature was reading. And he says the air conditioning, he's pulling down the window right now because the air conditioning is not working in the car. That is like, that's not even funny. I have been in the car in the summertime and I've been, you know, where it's been hot and like, oh, the air, or you're waiting for the car to finally cool off and it's so unbearable. I could not imagine. Okay, back to it.
Pushing the boundaries here.
Wow.
I was thinking that I would be relaxed when I opened the window, but it
Heck
is
yeah, he's
worse.
pushing
It's
the
like the hot
boundaries.
air squeezing out through us.
He said he has to close the window back because it's hotter with the window down. A busted tire, oh my god.
Because of this rack.
Oh my god. They have a busted tire, a broken air conditioner in the car. Air conditioner, AC in the car is not working.
My feet feel like burning.
We're not
And
in
it
the
looks
hottest
like his
place yet.
shoe is
Our friend's shoe just
coming
melted because
apart.
of
It's so
stepping on
hot.
the ground. This layer has slipped. The ground is about 70 degrees Celsius or 158 degrees Fahrenheit.
The
When
ground
we're not
150
filming, we protect
That's
our
the- oh
cameras
my
from
God.
high temperatures in the refrigerator.
That's
where
ignorant
we
hot,
store our
guys.
water. Otherwise, they're constantly turning off.
It's not working,
Our
too
phones
hot.
also
So,
became unused.
okay, I'm sorry. Okay. So basically, the stuff is so hot, they had to put their phones, they had to put all their electronic equipment in the cooler with the cold stuff just to keep it from overheating, and it's still overheating. Like they're all the way out in the LUT Desert trying to record stuff, and it's just that hot. Okay, back to it.
From time to time.
Wow.
Even though I constantly refill the 2-liter
That's
water
insane.
bag I carry on. And again, I can't stop my thirst. I have a hard time even standing up like this because the heat from the ground is burning my feet. Even though
Look
I'm
at
wearing
that.
high-heeled sneakers, I can feel the warmth. Temperature measurements are made in shaded areas by weather stations. There's no working weather
says
station
it's so
here.
hot
We will also provide some shadow
that he could
in the
literally
shade
feel the
near
heat from
Klee,
his
where
shoes.
there are
He needed the
fast-blowing
shade.
winds. We couldn't see the 52 degrees Celsius we saw under the sun 1 hour ago.
Wow.
You see that the temperature is now 47.3 degrees Celsius, 117 degrees Fahrenheit. But innocent winds can turn into sandstorms later in the day. Winds also
Dang.
make our
On
lips
top of the
chapped
heat,
and
they gotta worry
increase
about
our thirst.
sandstorms.
The sun rays reflected back from the sand make it difficult for us to see. That's worse. I feel like I'm blind.
Blinded
There's so
by
much
light.
light. Glasses are a very serious need. It is really impossible to see around without them. It also protects against sandstorms from the sides. But this is not the hottest spot. We haven't reached the hottest
He
point
got
yet.
on
I think the
goggles,
temperatures are
guys.
5 to 6 degrees Celsius higher
Hot.
now. After 50 degrees Celsius,
And he
it
can still
becomes
feel the
more
heat through his
difficult to
feet.
withstand with each increasing degree. It becomes impossible to hold metal objects, and also some objects may melt. We can finally breathe a little in the coolness of the shade. Now we're going to get our food heated by the sand.
They're gonna
The
eat out
temperature
there.
of 70 degrees Celsius coming
They're
from the
cooking
ground makes our meal
outdoors.
ready.
Wow.
Reduce the temperature of your body.
Here you go. We're resting in the shade. It is around 3:30 p.m. It's like
You guys, it's so hot that they literally can just bring their pots, dig it into that hot sand, and it's literally baking, cooking their food. They have hot food. Wow.
Sun is absorbing all of our energy. We are eating a local Iranian dish called hurma sebzi. We've been walking for about 3 hours. The sun has come down quite a bit. The temperature began to lose its effect a little. I think it is around 45 degrees Celsius or 113 degrees Fahrenheit.
113
A desert is an endless road. Everywhere you look, there are thousands of roads covered with sand. But for those who do not know the direction, there is only one day. Finally, we returned and set off on a quick quest northward to camp somewhere sheltered from the night storm.
Wow. So they're still
And we
moving the
hope
car
that a
around a
sandstorm
little bit
will not
there.
occur. Luckily, we're safe in this higher location, enjoying the sunset before the big day tomorrow. This is a region where even those who go around with camels for years have barely survived.
Have you ever come to Gandamarian in summer?
No, it is.
Guys, so he's saying that even people that are like familiar with it and they, you know, whatever, locals, they have camels and stuff, it's still easy to die, to perish out there in that heat, to get lost, to get, you know, like lose your sense of direction, everything. Like, it's serious.
Very dangerous to come here in this season. It's 8 years that I'm doing in LUT Desert, but this is the first time that I'm coming here in this season. The weather is so hot and
he's been doing it for 8 years. This is the first time he's ever come.
No, there is no people doing it.
Visiting the desert in June, July, August is regularly banned by the Iranian government.
We cannot go any further. The sun are black and the temperature is so hot. We stop here.
Cannot go any further.
No more further. Okay. It is dangerous to go further.
So even his guide at some point has to say, like, I can't take you any further. We're not permitted. It's just that hot.
Can we keep here?
Actually, to be honest, it is better to go to leave here as soon as possible. But if you want to do anything, it is not my responsibility. Just go. We go back.
He said, go on your own.
And we wait
like,
there for you. You go
like,
and do whatever you want and go back as soon as possible. It is dangerous to stay here more.
You will go back now?
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll go back. It is very dangerous for the car to keep the car here. As you see, the stones are black and very heat, and it may flat the tires or also damage the engine. So we go back there, wait for you.
He's saying that he's gonna, even his guide is gonna actually go back. Is dangerous. They're not permitted to even go further. So the guide is going back. He's saying it's also bad for the car because it's just so hot. It will overheat, like could pop the tires, overheat the engine. It's just, it's dangerous.
Like only 200 meters?
Maybe a little bit more, yeah. The temperature is so hot, and so I am trying to cool the radiator.
And the engine is still too hot. He still has to pour water on the engine to try to cool it down.
300 meters to Gandamarian. We are not allowed to go further with car.
He's showing where they're not permitted to go.
This big hill is Gandamarian. You need to be careful. Take water with yourself and cover yourself.
Pull it up on Google Earth or something?
Because the weather is so dry, even if your skin will be burned and you will be heated and your body will be dehydrated and you will die. Okay? Just be careful and take lots of water with yourself. Take one radio. Just in emergency cases, we need to be with each other in touch. Be careful. Your shoes should be tight and the heat may be burn your shoes as well. Okay? Check this area. Just please go back as soon as possible.
Like, okay, you guys, I just want, so like, I understand the guy, you know, he wants to record temperatures, get the official temperature reading, not just what we get from NASA, from the satellite and stuff. Like this guy, he wants to officially read the hot temperatures in the hot LUT desert, but that's dangerous. It's not that serious. Just saying.
As soon as did your job, go back, okay? And always should be in touch with radio. Yeah, just one group, yes? Take the radio with yourself and be careful, okay? To be without any, I don't know if
I commend him, but
reality,
it's not that
the reality.
serious.
It is dangerous. The reality is dangerous. Go and go back soon. And the time is the maximum temperature. It's 12 until when you go back.
1 hour later.
So one
Like, it's
is
not
the
prohibited
hottest.
for no reason. Like, it's not
Maybe 2
like,
hours
oh,
later.
we just do
Think
that for
back.
fun. Like, no. Like, you
After
could
this point, no part of my body should be exposed anymore.
put on his
Meanwhile,
sunscreen.
since its initial analysis,
Bless
NASA
his
has
heart.
recently released a new version of its satellite software, leading to the speculation that land surface temperatures in the LUT Desert could be even higher now. As researchers from the Bulletin of the American Meteorological Society, an academic journal, pointed out in their publication in May 2021, it is
Sorry
thought
guys, I don't
that
have on my
temperatures in
glasses, but I'm
LUT
sure you
Desert
guys
could
can
actually
pause the
reach
video
as
and
high
watch
as
it.
80.8
Read what
degrees
he
Celsius
posted
or
up.
177.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Resources are limited, so we have to be fast and organized.
So he's gonna go fast. The guy's
Guys,
waiting
can
for
you hear
him,
me?
and I think I heard him tell the guy he needed at least 2 hours out there.
Every 10 minutes, okay.
Oh my god.
There's no
So the
shadow
guy's like,
anywhere.
just go
Everywhere is
fast,
covered
go as
with
fast
large
as
and
you
small
can.
stones and basaltic
Be
rocks.
careful, try
These
not to
stones
die,
are so hot that no hand
basically.
can resist holding them.
Oh, it looks like
Right.
hell.
Some
A
extreme
huge
weather, you
area,
guys.
more like the surface of Mars than Earth greeted
Temperatures.
us. We feel like we have stepped on another planet. We came to the hottest spot on our planet. I can't believe it. I don't know how long we can last here. It's very hot everywhere. I can feel the heat under my feet. There's
So
no
you can
place
feel
where
it
I
in
can
his
take a step
feet.
that's not black. And the black stones are literally burning. The color of the rocks and the basalt
The
structure
color of the rocks are
naturally
all
absorbs
just
the
black,
sun's
so
heat
they
more.
burn.
The place is like hell. Now let's take a walk and measure the temperature. The high temperature of the dry surface absorbs all the endurance and strength of a person as he
Wow.
or she takes a step. Even plants like cactus don't grow here at all. It is stated in many sources that no
Amazing.
living thing can live on this place.
So
The place
not
on
even
Earth right now
cactuses will
during the
grow there,
hottest
you
period
guys.
of the
Like
season
nothing.
and the hottest hour of the day.
Nothing. No snakes, no scorpions, no cactuses.
I have to
Nothing. Just
utilize my
black,
water very carefully.
black burnt
now I will
rocks.
measure the
That's it.
temperature at a height of 1 meter from the ground, and this measurement has
He's
to be
the only
done in
living
the shade.
thing
That's why we carry
out
an
there.
umbrella with us.
That's
This
crazy.
is not for ourselves. There is wind here, but just because it's
He
windy
is
doesn't
true
mean it's
to
cool
it.
at all. Since the wind blows like fire, I can feel the scorching heat all over my body right now.
My
Wow.
hand is burning. The camera is black, you know.
Every metal place
He
we
said the
touch
camera's
is like
burning,
it's on fire.
it's
There's
black.
a reason this umbrella isn't black. I want this measurement to be fair. My feet are like on fire, really. When you stand in a place and wait a little, the
His
feeling
feet
of
are
warmth
burning,
increases.
and he's
First,
still,
let's measure the temperature
bless
on the
his
ground.
heart, standing there trying to take the temp.
It gives an error. Yes, it can measure the temperature, but it cannot be
He has an
under the
error
heat.
message on his
We're going to keep the
thermometer
thermometer
reader.
next to
It
cold
says
water.
too hot for
Cool it down a
reading.
bit.
Temperature
Try
is too
again.
hot for reading.
I tried to provide the shade for about a minute to
He's
make a
trying
fair
to cool
measure.
it off under the shade
can't even
because
speak.
it's too hot to read. Looks like he has a reading on it now, 49.3 degrees Celsius. So that translates to, I don't know.
Water again and again. I can't. Ice. But this is not the hottest spot. We haven't reached the hottest point yet. I think the temperatures are 5 to 6 degrees Celsius higher there. After 50 degrees Celsius, it becomes more difficult to withstand. With each increasing degree, it becomes impossible to hold metal objects, and also some objects may melt. We can finally breathe a little in the coolness of the shade. Now we're going to get our food heated.
This is not it.
Temperature is still getting high and high.
I can feel the intensity of the sun above me in all its fury. I can feel my heart rate increasing.
He could feel his heart is even beating
I'm
fast.
shaking. After spending an hour, our bodies
must be-
began to tremble. I'm tired. I have no more energy. I
He
have
said
to
he
pause
has
a
no more
lot.
energy.
Water break. The camera got so hot that I can't hold it for 3 seconds without gloves. Everything metal is scorching right now.
Everything's
your gloves
burning
off?
him.
My hand is shaking, but the place where I touched camera are red and hurting.
Poor cameraman.
So bright without glasses. I can never walk like this. I am going to try something different now. Error. It says error. When I put it inside, it says
Poor
error. Oh my
cameraman.
God. Oof. I have to put on my gloves. It's working. Come here. 68.6 degrees Celsius.
68.9 degrees
69.2 degrees
Celsius.
We're getting pretty close to what
That's
NASA had measured.
156 degrees. He's out in 156 degrees weather, and
Is
there's
this a
another
sandstorm?
sandstorm, just like what it said.
There are very frequent storms here.
Wow. Another sandstorm, you guys.
Yeah, can you hear me?
There was a sandstorm just around here. We were filming it. I couldn't reply to you.
158 degrees.
Now let's take a look at the temperature. Not durable, gone. Laser thermometer gives an error, doesn't work.
It has an
Liquid
error
from
message.
the mercury thermometer stuck to the top. The immersion thermometer is also broken.
Shall we walk? I'm scorching. Haven't your feet got burnt?
Yes, they have. Consider.
Okay, did you guys just read the subtitles? So the cameraman said, you know, shall we walk? I'm scorching, you know, like, wow, I don't know, you know, I don't know how committed his cameraman is, or, you know, how much he's paying his cameraman, but that is just not worth it. Like, that's insane. I'm sorry. 100, yeah, like,
that a
That's
cup
horrible.
of tea or coffee
It's like,
is served
can
at
you
around
walk,
70
please? I'm
degrees
scorching,
Celsius or
like-
160 degrees Fahrenheit, it is not difficult to guess what the result of stepping on the ground barefoot will be. On 23rd of June, we measured the surface temperature of
That's
69.2
crazy.
degrees Celsius or 156.5 degrees Fahrenheit, the air temperature of 48.5 degrees Celsius or 119.3 degrees Fahrenheit, and under the
Wow.
sun, the air temperature of 54.1 degrees Celsius or 129.3 degrees Fahrenheit. I left the
That's
phone on
hot.
the ground, if you remember. When I picked it up from the ground, I saw that the cheap plastic on its edges was burned, but the middle bottom is fine. When I put it on the ground, the bottom side stayed up a little bit. The edges touched to the stone. You see, this side is burned too. We encountered something
dropped
we
his
never
phone.
expected to see. The claim that there are no living things here does not reflect the truth. I've experienced it here for the
Okay,
first
we
time.
got an
It's June
insect
and it's
there.
around 2 p.m. and you see a subspecies of Eremiphylla. It is also known as the praying mantis among the people.
Okay.
Also, I keep forgetting it. How is the meat? I put slice of meat there.
So he put a slice of
The
meat
front
in
is
the
kinda
windshield
cooked.
of the
back
car,
seems
and
better.
the meat
It's
is
so
cooked
hot, it's
from
like
the
I'm
sun.
taking it out
Wow.
of the pan. It also smells like
So you can
food.
imagine the
middle
flesh,
needs to
what
stay
their
a little
flesh
longer.
is
This is how much it can
doing
get
out
cooked in
there
2 hours.
in that heat.
This is a surprise for you?
Yes, I'm surprised.
So we are
That is
debunking
so
a myth
funny.
that animals actually do live in Gondombaria. Our
Okay.
desert expedition shows that mountain car videos circulating on the internet during summer are also fictional. Even
Okay.
here, car parts can.
So the melting cars is not accurate. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I feel hot. I feel like I need more water, more agua, and I didn't finish this one. Just watching it. I will catch you guys later. I had so much fun. See you guys later. Bye.